grateful to President Obama for his leadership, being so vocal and visible on this issue and taking it on so early on in his administration. And I'm anxious, as we all are, to hear what he's going to say tonight in the State of the Union address. But obviously, what this is all about is about the families, about protecting our children, the people in our communities. And to lead off the effort right now to introduce those who have been directly affected by gun violence is my colleague from Rhode Island, who will introduce his guest as the first speaker. David was the mayor of our capital city of Providence, and did a great job there. He's been an outstanding addition to the member of the United States Congress, someone who has throughout his career in public service, made a strong effort in ending gun violence. And as mayor and as now a congressman, I'm proud to introduce my colleague, Congressman David Cicilline.
Thank you, Joe. At first, I want to just acknowledge the leadership of my senior colleague, Congressman David N, in organizing today's event, and to say to all of my colleagues in government, thank you for your leadership, Carolyn. As a young state legislator, you were an inspiration to me, and the work continues. So I want to acknowledge and thank all of you. I particularly want to thank all of the individuals who have joined us today, who are going to give powerful testimony about the devastating impact of gun violence in communities and families all across this country. We hear these statistics, some of which we just heard, and they're almost incomprehensible. 20 times more likely to be a victim of gun violence in America than any developed country in the world. 1,700 more deaths by guns since the tragedy in Newtown, and on and on. But behind each one of those numbers are real people, and I hope that part of what happens today is we raise the consciousness of our country to the devastating impact of gun violence on families, and we really use this as a call to action to our colleagues in Congress. If our colleagues can demonstrate one fraction of the courage of the individuals behind me, we will pass responsible gun safety legislation.
Yes.
And I now have the great honor of introducing Cleora O'Connor, who I met many years ago, and in fact met her when she lost her 17-year-old son, who was a bright, shining star, wonderful young man who was a member of the South Providence Boys and Girls Club, their basketball team, and he was 17 years old and was shot and murdered while sitting in a car in the South Providence neighborhood of our city. She became very active in gun violence protection after that, beginning in 1999, and by going online and searching and learning about the Million Mom March, she attended a rally here in Washington and eventually became co-chairwoman of the Rhode Island chapter of the Million Mom March, and we worked together when I was in the General Assembly. But I remember very distinctly going to Cleora's home when she lost her son with the city councilman from that neighborhood. And as a mayor of a city, that was the most difficult responsibility I ever had, was to talk to families who lost loved ones to gun violence. There are no words that can ever convey comfort to a grieving parent. I wanted to say thank you to Cleora for being here tonight and to